song about the shearers, and one of the things that happens to a lot of the shearers, I'm talking about the old days when they used the blade shears. That's the sort of clipping type of shears. Nowadays, of course, everything's done by machines, but in the old days when they used the hand shears, it was the shearers themselves were very liable to get arthritis, and especially if they've been shearing wet sheep, and very susceptible to arthritis. And one of the champion, if not the champion blade shearer, was a bloke by the name of Jackie Howe. And in 1890, Jackie Howe shore 321 sheep in 8 hours, which was quite a remarkable effort. I believe he spent 2 weeks in hospital after, and so did the sheep. But this, Australia is very rich in what's known as its bush recitations, stories that blokes made up in the outback, and they just made up stories and poems and things like that. And this is one of them. It's about arthritis. Dipso is a dipsomaniac. It's a sort of short for a dipsomaniac, a sort of alcoholic, down and out bloke. Dipso Dan was wandering slowly up the street from the Tats to the Royal one day, when he met Father Connolly, the local Catholic priest. "G'day, Father, going my way?" The priest gave Dipso a long and rueful look, and smiled at the drunkard's little joke. "Sure, I'll walk with you, Dan. You're not looking too well, and it's been quite a while since we spoke." So they walked together, quite an odd pair, the priest stepping purposeful and sprightly, serious expression, hands behind his back, Dipso Dan meandering slightly. "I'm not feeling too bad," confided Dipso Dan. "Last week I had a touch of laryngitis. But I'm glad I met you, Father. I've been meaning to ask what it is that causes that arthritis." "Here's a chance," thought Father Connolly, "to reform this fellow I've been praying for ages." "Arthritis, Dan," he said. "Well now, I believe it develops through a series of stages. The first of these is physical alcohol abuse. That may be a major factor, I suppose. And then, of course, there's hygiene, not washing regularly and sleeping in the open in your clothes. And some of it, spiritual arthritis. That takes a hold when a person loses self-respect. So it's caused by a combination of drinking, poor hygiene, sinful living and neglect." "Well, blow me down," gasped Dipso Dan. "So that's arthritis, eh? I simply wondered how a bloke would spot it. And I only asked you, Father, because I read the other day in the paper that Pope John Paul has got it." This is a song about the shearers. Now the weather had been sprightly for a fortnight's time or more. Shearers had been driving by May, for some had got the century who never got it before, and now all hands are waiting for the rain, and the bosses get rusty, and the ringers caving in, for his bandaged wrist is aching with the pain, and the second man of fear will make it hard for him, unless we get another fall of rain. the edge of yon black cloud, hear the gentle patter of the rain. So let's put on your stoppers and let us turn our hearts. We'll gather round and have a friendly game. While some are playing music, some play empty art, some are gazing outward at the rain. Well, now the rain is over, let the presses spin the screws, let the teamsters back the wagons in again, and we'll block the classes table by the way we push 'em through, for everyone is merry since the rain, and the posse won't be rusty when his sheep they are shorn. The ringer's wrist won't ache much with the pain of pocketing his check for a £50 or more. Second man will press him hard again. Let the boss bring out the bottle, we'll wet the final flop. For some of us may not be here again, and some may meet next season, some not even then. Some of us will vanish like the rain, and some of us will vanish